Here are some controversial ways that I'll be parenting my kids. I'll give you a phone, but I must have constant access to all your messages, especially those between a significant other, because if it's something I don't want to see as a parent, I need to see it. And I also must have constant access to your diary, journal, mail, before or after you move out, which is gonna be never. And you can't leave the house without your tracking butt plug. And if any of this makes you mad, you'll understand when you have kids, okay? How about you understand this fist in your face? Yeah, that'll tell them. Don't hit your parents. Today we're gonna be looking at things insane parents do, and this actually might get a little sad. But I do want to discuss controversial things parents do. And I also want to look at things that parents do that are just like absurd. Like clearly absurd that no one can disagree with, because you gotta have some fun in there. Because it's fun when your whole life is ruined by your overprotective, horrible parents. So grab your parents and let's go. Ma'am, you put a tracker in her car. Tracking is the funniest thing to me. I'm new to this group, but not the pain. I hate her already, I hate her. To be honest, I felt like I was in this mess alone. I'm thankful I found this group. Mom! I was always the mom that thought if kids had nothing to do with their parents, then there has to be something wrong with the parent. Until I ended up doing something wrong, and then I said, wait a minute, why aren't my kids talking to me? Boy, was I ever wrong. Oh my god, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. Just get to the point. I live in Middle Tennessee. I don't give a fuck. My children are 26, 22, and 17. My 26-year-old stopped talking to me last year because I wore the wrong color dress to his wedding. His wife told me what color to wear, then lied about it. His bitch wife told me to wear white and then lied about it. Say what color. Go ahead, no. Say what color. Say what color you wore. And that's the first and only thing I've ever done wrong, you know? I've always been good to him. I kissed him.
As every mother should.
I let him sleep with me till he was 25.
You were just looking
showered him
out
till
for
25.
him. Freaky
and
queen.
Then all of a sudden at the wedding, he stops talking to me. What the fuck? My 17-year-old stopped talking to me 2 months ago. My fault. Oh. Well, look at that. A queen who can admit. I have never lied to my children, and I lied to her.
Stop the cap.
I denied placing a tracker in her vehicle. She wasn't mad about the tracker, just hurt by the lie. No, I think she was mad about the tracker. My middle child says because his siblings are upset with me, he feels the need to stay out of my life too. I don't give a fuck about my middle child. Yeah! I don't think that's why he's upset. It's probably because you don't give a fuck about him either. Maybe add the two together. I have begged my oldest for a year now to talk to me. He wants me to admit I wore the wrong color on purpose, but honestly, I didn't. Oh no, she said it twice, guys. I think she's innocent. Free her. I begged my oldest to talk to me, but I don't give a fuck about my middle child. Just admit you wore the wrong color. He wouldn't just believe the new wife. You know what? Maybe there's that one shred of percent that the wife is lying and he believes her, but I believe her too, little bro. What color did you wear? If you wore white, then the wife isn't lying. You don't wear white, you stupid fuck. My 17-year-old moved in with her dad and will not answer her phone. 8 weeks now. Oh, the dad is okay with that. Yeah. So is the dad in the wrong too? Why did you and the dad get a divorce? I'm broken in so many ways. How do you keep going when they have always been in your life? Right now, I'm barely holding on. I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't feel bad at all. I really don't. Like, I'm making fun of the way you're talking because it's cringe. You self-pitying fuck. All 3 of your kids aren't talking to you and it's not your fault. Oh, wait, no. Just the 17-year-old. It's your fault. Okay. So you put a tracker in your 17-year-old's car, lied about it, then you expect us to believe that you didn't wear a white dress to your son's wedding? I'm just going to assume it was a white dress. Because you're not saying what color, you fucker. And look at you, like, in your little parentheses.
Oh, it was his bitch ass, hoe-ass wife.
Who are you trying to get to side with you? This group? Of course this group's going to agree with you. This group of parents whose kids don't talk to them. A group of them? It's just a group of people fucking rubbing each other on the back.
Yes, we're not in the wrong.
I mean, that's like the worst group that could ever fucking exist, bro. Okay, not the worst group. A very terrible group. A group of parents that won't take accountability and they're just all together. I beat my kid and he wouldn't talk to me. Yeah! Thank you. My kid won't talk to me because I chained him to the wall when he wanted to leave the house. Yeah! Thank you. I feel bad for the middle child, bro. I don't mind the whole sharing your location thing on iMessage. Like, it's nice to know where your kids are and if they're safe. I wouldn't care now if I had my parents' location, they had mine. Like, I get that, you know? It's nice. That's a nice perk to have, you know? But tracking them is crazy, and I get it with kids because they don't want to be tracked. I wouldn't want to be tracked at all time. But also, my parents always knew where I were because I would just tell them. Like, they would never ask. I would just tell them. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going here. I'm going to go here. Oh, by the way, I'm going here. I guess I was just too perfect of a kid. I do get the wanting to track the kids, but some kids just want to be rebellious and do things, and they don't want to be tracked all the time by you, especially without them knowing. You know, really tell them. Say, hey, we're just going to have each other's location. And you can have their location, but don't be calling them like, why were you here? Why were you here? Just let them go where they are. If they are somewhere sketchy, not someone's house, but maybe like a graveyard, you can be like, hey, are you okay? Why are you in a graveyard? I don't know. I could see the location thing being okay, but I wouldn't put a track around my kids. That's different, you know? My mother's response to me after my 32 female brother, 44 male, smacked my ass on Thanksgiving, and I set a boundary. Okay. Boy mom alert! I felt like you had no consideration for what anyone else was feeling. You just wanted to make sure you got your point out that he was being abusive. You know that Bronson likes to tease. You know that he likes to tease you sexually. You know, your brother? Ams, he didn't see it as anything bad. No one but you did. Okay. Him smacking you on the ass wasn't like, it was just teasing you. Like, he just did it because he wants to kiss you on the lips.
As all brothers
Him kissing
do.
you on the lips a little bit wasn't him being serious. He just likes to tease you, Ams. Ams. That's my husband. I mean, my son. You need to be nice to him. You can call it what you want, honey. I love you, but I'm telling you I don't want any more activity like that there was here Thursday. Okay, well then maybe tell him not to smack her ass. No. I don't want her getting mad at him. Next time he does it, she has to let him. Maybe, like, kiss him a little bit. And I have noticed that every time Bronson tries to make a brotherly motion towards you, hugging you, kissing you, having sex with you,
Pause.
on the cheek or whatever, you push him away and act like he's a devil. Okay. I would never kiss my sister. My brothers.
In case you haven't noticed.
I don't even hug them, but that's just
I'm
because
weird.
I'm weird.
I'm a weirdo.
I wouldn't kiss them. What are you kissing them? On the cheek? Yeah, no, I'm not kissing them. Don't touch me. I'm not kissing you. Ew. What? I just don't want to kiss you. I don't want my lips on you. At all. No, it's not sexual. I just don't want them. I don't want them on you. You're my sister. You're my brother. I don't know. Get my lips away from you. What am I doing? Why am I kissing you? What am I doing that for? No reason. Okay, so your brother wants to have sex with you.
What?
And your mom's like, oh my god, just let him a little bit. Just let him put it in. Oh my god, dear. He's just trying to put it in a little bit. Just a tip. God, you're such a fucking bitch.
If you left and cut your mom off, she would be fine. She would be fine because she has your brother. And then maybe her and your brother would, like, make out a little bit, have a couple
No.
kids, make a
No.
new person. Okay, now I'm getting weird. No, the mom's the one that did it. Nah, man, a brother is supposed to punch you in the ribs and move on. The fuck is this? Yeah. Like, kick me in the ass, maybe. What? Well, I wouldn't kick my sister in the ass either. Sure, I'm not a puncher either. Maybe that's because I'm the youngest. I don't really punch anyone. I hate that. I hate when people, like, punch. Like, oh, you know? Fucking pisses me off. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm the prude here. Estranged father uses AI to edit himself into pictures. Yes. My daughter has estranged me for nearly 7 years. In that time she got married, I only found out 11 months later. Then they moved to Hong Kong, which I also only found out later. I wonder why. Huh. It must be the kids' fault. Parents, when they parent their kids and then the kids end up a certain way. Whose fault is this? Who could have done this? It wasn't me. The devil! Last year, October, my grandson was born. They kept it a secret from me, and I get a stolen picture or two from friends of her mother. Okay? So I asked ChatGPT to create a generic picture of us in Hong Kong, and it felt so good seeing us together with my grandson in my arms. Maybe AI can help bring our kids and grandkids together again. So if you want a pic of your EC or grandchild, ask AI to create one wherever in the world you want it to be. Okay, is this just an AI ad? Oh, God. Okay, buddy.
I used AI to create a photo of the kid I'm never gonna meet because of the way I parented. Why aren't I allowed to see him?
Maybe Al can bring you guys together. One time at my old job, I had to call out a name, and it said Al like that. It looked like that. He wrote A and then the L, lowercase. I thought it was A1, so I called out A1. It's really embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, I wonder why this guy has no contact. I wonder why. It must be something the grandkid did when it was born. Yeah! Posting this on Facebook, too, is so, like, teenager. What are you, a little girl? Sorry, or a little boy. What are you doing, bro, for attention? You're so embarrassing. Why are you posting this? For who? For everyone in the comments on Facebook to be like, yeah! Woo! We'll get your kids. We'll kill your kids! What are you posting this for? And then these are the same people that'll be like, oh, kids in their phones. kids in their social media, and then they're crying on Facebook. It's crazy how self-reflection doesn't exist. They see the problem in front of them like a mirror. They smash through the mirror, and then they find their kids rip them through and stab them with more glass. I feel like the way I'm talking really makes me sound like I hate my parents. I promise. I promise I don't. I just don't like bad parents. I really don't. And I hope I can be a better parent. And I know parenting's not easy. I understand that. But there are plenty of good parents in the world. So it's easier than these people make it out to be. The dad I aspire to be. Overprotective parenting. All right. 2 minutes is insane. But, maybe this will be juicy.
Now, this may be a little bit unpopular because I know a lot of y'all let your kids do whatever they want, but not mine. Absolutely not. There are certain things that my kids are not allowed to do. Number one is play dates. If my son is invited to a play date to your home, just understand that I will be there the entire time. I don't need a break. There is no dropping him off. See you in a couple hours. I'm going to be there the whole time. I need to see how you speak to your kids. I want to know how you speak to your husband. I want to know if you have a dog, if you have a cat. I need to know everything. And if you have a problem with me being there and watching over my child, then I guess he can't go.
It's tough because I get it. This world sucks. There's people that suck in the world, but you can't look over your kid for their whole life. How old are they going to be when you stop? When you think they can take care of themselves on their own? This is not a huge deal. You just want them to be safe. It is a little crazy that you're going to be there watching the whole time. Like if I'm an adult and your son comes over for a play date, I'm not sitting there watching them the whole time with you. Are you just going to be sitting there the whole time watching both of our kids? Up, 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 up. Hey, stop.
Mom, I'm 25. Can you shut the fuck up?
I'm not even here. Get a life, bro. No. I get what she's saying because the world is full of bad people. I don't know how old I was when people didn't watch me. I don't know if they did. I don't remember. Obviously, I had play dates where the parents were there, but play dates. What a funny name. Play dates. Okay, I want to be dating.
Ew.
Sorry, anyways. Kids can hang out. Kids can be trusted. If your kid's not stupid. But it depends how old. But what I'm saying is, when does it stop? Because if you're doing this already, what worse are you going to do later in their life? It's tough. It's tough.
Water safety. Y'all are too relaxed around these pools for me. Absolutely not. You can't take them to the beach. You can't take them to a pool. You can't take them to a lake, a water park. That's only reserved for me. Drowning is fast and it is silent, and I know no one is going to watch my child around water the way that I am. And if my toddler is there, I'm in the pool with her.
Okay, I get that. Are you saying the kids can't go to the beach and stuff without you? I get that. But how old? There's got to be a point where it stops, right? But I get your kid's 7.
Oh, the family's going to the beach. We can take your kid.
No, I get it. He's very young. I'd rather watch over and protect him. But also, I just feel like I'd have trust in these people. You got to have trust in some people. You can't live your life without trust. There are some people you can trust. And someone could make a mistake just like you could make a mistake. Someone could be watching your kids. Yes, something bad could happen, but something could happen to you too. Would you trust yourself to watch over people's kids? So why can't you trust others? And maybe this person just had a very untrustworthy life.
The next one is out of state or out of town without me. I know some parents allow their kids to vacation with their neighbors, vacation with other families. Not happening. My son was 5 years old. His grandmother asked if he can come down to Florida and spend the summer with her. Can we both come? Because that's the only way he's going. I'm sorry, at 5 years old, that's a hard no.
A whole summer is crazy. I don't want to give my kid up for a whole summer either, yeah. But the grandmother I would trust, yeah. She had kids, didn't she? For the whole summer, no. I just wouldn't. But for a different reason. I just don't want my kid to be gone all summer unless I'm summer off with the kid. I would trust people to take them out of state. My sister's been on vacation with another person's family. She was fine. And there'll be times where it's not fine. And that sucks.
I already know I'm big on this one. Unsupervised playtime. If we're at the park, I'm on my feet, I'm standing, I'm walking around, I'm not on my phone, I'm not listening to music, I'm not reading a book. I need to see everything that's going on. I need to see all the faces that are there, the types of cars that are parked. I'm very observant when I take my kids to the park. I'm always close enough to be noticed, especially if the park is packed. You will know that his mother is standing right there.
That's fine because, you really can't trust strangers at the park. That's fine. As long as you're not, stopping your kid from doing anything. And you're just watching, who cares?
The next one I'm kind of 50-50 on because it depends on the situation, but sleepovers. I am very, very, very cautious about sleepovers. My son has never slept over to a friend's house. When I say friend, I mean somebody he met at school, somebody he met at camp, something like that. I'm okay with it if it's family, but even that's super rare for me. I need to know everyone in that household. I will be calling frequently, so answer the phone or I'm on my way. And I also don't allow sleepovers to my house either. A lot of parents like to do that. Oh, my kids can't sleep over, but they can come to my house. No, they can't come over either. Yes, my house is safe, but some of y'all kids play too much. They don't know how to respect people's properties, people's boundaries. No.
Okay. No sleepovers, ever. Sleepovers is a hard no. Watched way too many SVU. A TV show. A TV show. I don't even let dad take him to the pool without me. Drowning is my biggest fear. Yes, horrible things happen. Well, first of all, let me just talk about the sleepover thing. Sleepovers, you're never gonna let your kid have a sleepover? I don't understand how overprotective parents can exist because your kids aren't gonna like you. And when you were a kid, were your parents overprotective and weren't you mad at them? Oh, I understand now because I have kids, but you were still mad at them, weren't you? And you were unhappy because you couldn't live your life without being watched 24/7? I've had some friends with overprotective parents and they were just constantly mad, and then they took it too far. They finally were in college and they let loose too much because they were held back so much their whole lives. And I've seen it so much. Kids are so angry and they're so rebellious as soon as they have the chance. And they just are ruining their own lives. They're doing way too much that they don't need to do, and they're in way more danger then than they would have been before if you were just more loose with them. As a kid, I never wanted to drink and do any drugs. I didn't try a drink until college. I mean, until I was 21. I just didn't want to, and my parents were never like, you better not drink. I'm the youngest of four. My parents were more overprotective with my older siblings, but then it weaned out as we all grew up. And then it was the more overprotective with my oldest brother, and then a little more overprotective, and then not much, and then not really much at all. Even when we were all together, and I remember us being all together, my parents weren't as overprotective. They learned through more kids that you don't need to be as overprotective. But anyways, no sleepovers. If you're so worried about something happening, it's just impacting your kid. I went to so many sleepovers throughout my life, so many, and I'm fine. And I know there's scenarios where kids aren't fine. And that's horrible. But if you live life without taking a risk, then is that really living life? And yeah, the risk is, oh, my kids could die. My kids could be in horrible positions. Your kids could die anywhere. Sorry, you could die anywhere. Anything could happen anywhere. It's nice to have more control over it. I think just take it back a little bit. Really get to know the people before you let your kid there. Really trust the people. If you don't trust them, don't let them have sleepovers, but really get to know them. And then let your kid have their sleepover. Calling frequently is oh my God, dude. You gotta let your kids live. You're adding the stress to yourself too, because you're doing that now. What about when they're older and you finally let them be free a little bit? Are you always gonna be calling them too? Because that's the worst when a parent's always calling you. It's the worst.
Oh, hello. Oh, why didn't you answer? Oh my God, you didn't answer. I called the cops.
Parents will get so mad too when you don't answer the phone because they think you owe them that. What if you're busy? What if you didn't see the call? It may seem small now with the things, even though I don't think it's that small. I think you're being a little too overprotective already. But I feel like if you're like this now, it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse. No sleepovers ever. What do you mean? What about when they're 16? You're still not going to let them have a sleepover? That's not okay. Come on. They're 16. If you disagree, that's okay. That's your parenting thing. But I'm going to have my opinion on this. I'm not saying she's a bad mom. No. She has her own way. I don't know how she really is. She's just cautious of her kid. I get that. But you just gotta be careful. You can't be too overprotective. At least that's what I think. You see it so much. I don't know how you can't see it. I've seen it everywhere. Kids with overprotective parents. How rebellious and how hateful they are towards their parents. And how they just want to cut them off. There's so many kids that are the second I turn 18, I'm out. And the parents are like,
Why? What happened? Why doesn't my kid love me? I don't understand.
Because you had them on a leash their whole life. And I don't agree with the fact either that if someone was like, oh, you don't have kids, Max, you can't say this. Yes, I can. I have a brain. You can see how people turn out in life. You gotta find a happy medium. You can be a little overprotective, but don't be too much. From what she's saying, her kid sounds young. So you can be super cautious when they're young, but there's gotta be a point where you let them go, where you could slowly wean them out. Like how my parents obviously wouldn't let me walk anywhere when I was younger. Alone because I was young. But then I got to 12 years old, I don't know, I think, and I could walk down the street and walk back with some friends, or I could walk to my friend's house right down the street. They trusted me. They knew I could take care of myself. And if you think that's bad, I did turn out fine. I live in a safe neighborhood. There are things around me that are dangerous, obviously. There's always a person around me. You don't know how dangerous they could be. But I made it fine. Something could have happened, but like I said, something could have happened to anyone. All right, I've ranted enough.
Thank you.
And like I said before, feel free to disagree with me in the comments. Go ahead. I'm not trying to shame her. Sorry if it sounds like I am. I'm just trying to give my opinions, and I could be wrong, but that's what I think about the situation. My mom, after I asked her to turn her music down at 10 p.m., Okay, fucking boomer. Can you turn it down a bit, please? I literally just turned it on. Yeah, and it's extremely loud. Whatever. Better now? Okay, are you... What's going on? Look at the amount of question marks, bro. So passive-aggressive. Is your mom a teenage girl? Doesn't sound like you turned it down at all. There. Happy I turned it off. Can't do a damn thing in my own house. Mom, I'm trying to sleep. Could you please turn the music down? Why do you hate me? I wish you were never born. Did not ask you to turn it off. Just down because it's late and I'm tired and I don't feel good still. If it's not loud, it's not music. My generation. I'm sorry you don't feel well. Oh my God. Let me in like a boxing match with some of these parents. Yes. I'd lose. Why is she texting like she's the teenager? What's going on here? They will not take that accountability. They will not ever say like sorry or anything. They'll just come up with the stupidest excuse ever. If it's not loud, it's not music. Shut the fuck up, bro.
My generation.
Oh my God, your line was, sorry, I'll turn it down. Your line was, I love you.
Ha! As if.
God, bro, I just hate people. And it's, oh my God, bro. My room is 3 feet from hers and she blasts music until late at night. Usually at least until midnight. She gets extremely angry when I ask her to turn it down so I can sleep or just be able to hear my own music or show, etc. that I always listen to through headphones. Yeah, has she never heard of headphones? Maybe you should buy her a pair. Then she'd be like, oh, these headphones aren't good enough, you dumb fucking whore. Why didn't you buy me better headphones? Oh my God, this is all you got me? How can you as a mother be like this too? Like, don't you love your kid? Don't you want to be a good mom? This just sounds like a very immature woman. It's like, what's she doing? She must be getting high or drunk or something and she's just sitting in a room. And no, she's standing in a room in the middle of the night. I have no room to dance in here. That's why I'm not busting out any of my good moves. I just don't have room. Parents' fault for having me in a small room. I hate them. Oh, I feel bad. I really feel bad for these people. It sucks that they have parents like this. And the thing is, too, there's people that have bad parents and they're raised with bad parents, and then they end up being bad parents. That I really don't get. History repeats itself. My mother blames me for my sister's husband trying to have sex with me when I was 15.
Ooh, you suck.
It feels like I'm doing a lot of stuff on moms. It's just like, these are just like the most things I'm finding. Dads are bad too. Listen, you are old enough to know better by now. I'm not putting up with hearing it anymore. You can be around him, it's not a big deal. Do not talk to him or the kids. You can forgive him, but he is not the only one to blame here, Missy. You had just as much part of it as he did. You had just as much part of it as he did as a 15-year-old child? Come on. Are you fucking stupid? You know, if a 15-year-old is flirting with a grown man, it doesn't mean it's okay for the grown man to have sex with a 15-year-old. You do know that, right? You know that, right? No, you do, right? This happened 5 years ago when I was 15. My sister's husband, who was 23 at the time, was sending me inappropriate messages and talking to me inappropriately when we was alone. I don't want to get into all the conversations, but he had sent me nudes and such, so he should be in prison. I was 15 and I still don't know why I went along with it. Because you were 15. If I was a 15-year-old boy and a 23-year-old woman is sending me stuff, I'm not going to think of anything. I'm just going to be like, oh, this is lit. I'll be like, oh my God, ah. Doesn't make it okay that the adult's texting you. I don't know why I went along with it, but I know I was being groomed. I stopped talking to him, but months later, my sister got on his phone and saw the messages and told my mom and my stepdad, her dad. My parents grounded me for a year and told me how much of a slut and whore I was. My mom didn't talk to me for weeks and made me throw away any underwear that she even considered skimpy. The police got involved when I told the counselor at my school, and that made my parents even more pissed. My stepdad is very well known in our small town, so he talked to someone and got the case dismissed or something a few weeks later. I don't know all the details of that still. So the mom went after you, her daughter, because the husband of the girl who's not her daughter was texting you. Even if you were egging it on, even if you started the flirting, it's still his fault. My sister stayed with her husband and had more kids with him. She doesn't talk to me or invite me to any of his kids' birthday parties, which I'm okay with. Every now and then she makes a rude comment on Facebook about me, but that's it. What's the rude comment? That your husband is a pedophile? She's always posting about how much she loves her husband, yada, yada, yada. They have an autistic son, and he seems to lose patience with him quickly and spank him more than he should. My stepdad had to stop him once. Okay. So he's spanking kids, so he's an abuser. Your stepdad had to stop him once is crazy. Hey, next time you see her posting on Facebook a little comment at you, just like,
Oh my God, yep, if only I had a sister that didn't try to steal my husband.
oh, if only my older sister wasn't with a man who sent a 15-year-old nudes.
Burn.
I'm getting a little off topic, but I can't take this anymore. Having to see this guy a few times a year is too much for me, and I hate that no one knows who this guy really is and that my parents support him. I have my own apartment and baby now, and me and my boyfriend refuse to go to any family function if he's going to be there. My mom and stepdad is pissed and can't understand why I wouldn't want me or my daughter around this pedo. One day I'm going to lose it and make a post on Facebook and tell everyone who he really is. My mother had done a lot of shitty things, but this is something I can't forgive her for. Defending a pedo over your daughter. Yeah, why are you still talking to your parents? You're moved out? Yeah, no. Unless they're supporting you financially, maybe like try to get a better job or something, or be homeless. No. Fuck the stepdad, bro. Fuck you. Fuck the mom. Oh my god, dude. Why can't you be on your daughter's side? How can you say that to a child? Is there no sensor in your brain that's stopping you from saying this was your fault too? Does that not come out of your mouth and you're like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that? She was a child. And he cheated on the sister. Does no one care about that? And if it's like to keep the family together, this is mom and stepdad. That means you didn't keep your family together. So what's the point if they get a divorce? Fuck the sister, fuck the parents. Get rid of them, bro. You don't need them in your life. My mother dearest, whom my sister and I just let back into our lives, talking to my sister about her daughter, my niece. Behold the kind of person she is. This is why you don't let them back into your lives. Unless they've changed. What does Jezebel want for Christmas? Does she like Barbie still? How about the pony toys? She's not much into the toys anymore. How about a new bike helmet? She likes playing outside. I'm not getting a little girl a helmet. Which Barbies does she have? Send me pics. Oh, your mom wants to get her the Barbies. Okay, she's right. She's a girl. Mom, she won't play with them. I just don't want you to be upset if she doesn't like them. She can say, thank you. I did not raise you to raise ungrateful brats. I didn't say she wouldn't thank you, Mom. I said she might not play with them, which is the truth. She doesn't like dolls. Please don't get her any. They will go to waste on her. But she said she's going to waste her money and give it to her anyways. If she's going to be a little bitch, then Nana won't get her anything. How about that? Wonder where she got that from. Okay. Calling a little girl a bitch. Nice! Digging at your daughter for literally no reason. What was wrong in this? She's not much into toys. Maybe get her this. I'm going to get her the toy anyways. Mom, she's not going to play it. You're a fucking bitch. I'm sorry. That was rude. Oh, the instant take back. What does she want? You're done. No, Bethy, I'm sorry. What does she want? The fucking bike helmet. What do you mean, what does she want? Oh my god. What are you, bipolar, bro? What do you mean? How do you not text that and be like, this is rude, I'm not gonna send it? How do you send it and be like, that was rude? In what instance was she a bitch or the daughter a bitch? She said the daughter would say thank you. The daughter just wouldn't like it because she knows her own daughter. There was no being a bitch. You're the bitch. You are a disgusting person calling a child names. If you step foot on my property again, I will call the police. That's awesome. Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. What does she want? What does she want? Okay, fine, the helmet. No, I'm not getting that little bitch a helmet! I'm not getting that little fucking whore a helmet! Oh, how do you do this? How do you do this? You know you took her out of your life and then brought her back and she was like, oh, finally my kids grew up. Oh, finally my kids aren't little fucking stuck-up bitches anymore. Like, why did you need to say, wonder where she got that from? It's bad enough that you said if she's gonna be a little bitch, but then saying, wonder where she got that from, bro? Fuck you. And calling yourself Nana, shut up. She's definitely the type to be like, I want to be called Nana. I'm no grandma. God, dude, I hate her. I hate her. I asked my mom to knock before coming in my room and she took my door away. Okay. What's the dad doing over there? He's like, yeah, look at this. The dad comes out like, what's going on? Oh, she's having a manic episode again. God, man. There's no need for you to have privacy. Oh, look at her smugly taking the stuff off the door, too. Like, what a fucking... Oh, my God. Like, what if your daughter... doing stuff that you don't want to see? Ew! What if she's naked, just came out of the shower? Freak! Kids do things. They're kids. It's gross to say it, but yeah. They do things. Freak! They explore things. They find things out. What do you mean you want to just barge in the room, bro? You're so stupid. I never get that about parents. Like, what if your kid is doing something gross? Then you're gonna be like, oh! I think they want to see it. No. And it's just so, like, you wanted, like, a competition, bro. Oh, my God, you're so embarrassing. Like, your daughter dared to speak back to you for the first time, and you take her hoe door away. Her hoe door away. That's what you call it. Her hoe door. Because she's a hoe to you. But, like, she dares to speak back to you about privacy. And you're like, fine, fuck you. You don't need any privacy. No. I want the last word. And you fucking take the door. Grow up. Who let you be a parent? And how is someone married to you? Like, do you think when people get married and one of them's a bad parent and the other's not, they don't see any signs? You must see the signs, but you're just blinded by them because of the sex. Yes, kids deserve privacy. Just like parents do, just like people do. Kids are people. You're a child. All right, I think we're done. Now, look, let me throw this in there. I feel bad because on TikTok, I have a TikTok, you know, no biggie, like, pretty freaking famous. I make a lot of videos making fun of moms about being overbearing and parents being overprotective and like sucking. And sometimes I get messages because people say, I have gotten a few where they're like, oh, can I have some advice? It seems like you have been in a similar scenario to me. But I think it should be well known, I'm very grateful for my parents and I love them. I do make videos making fun of moms, but a lot of them are very exaggerated or based off of other people. I think it's funny to poke fun at parents like that because I think it's so funny that you can be a bad parent and just not realize, especially when you had bad parents. So I'm sorry to say that I don't have terrible parents. I just want to let it be known that I don't want to be putting my parents down. And I've said it in captions before and I've said it in comments before because people are like, oh, like you must have terrible parents. And I'm like, no. I do love my parents. I don't say it every video, but I do say it and I just want it to be known. But what I'm saying is I just feel bad for people with horrible parents. And I don't want to make it seem like I have horrible parents. Not to flex. The moral of the story, guys, is always listen to your parents. They're just doing horrible things to you because they love you. If you have good parents, be grateful for them. If you have bad parents, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my opinions on things. And you know, I could change my mind when I do become a parent. I might be more strict. I might be a little more overprotective. But I'm not going to be insane. I'm not going to be to a point where I'm overruling my kids' lives and ruining them. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. And I'm not saying my parents are perfect. I'm saying you learn from your parents and you try to do better. And you try to be the best parent you can be. And of course you'll probably make mistakes, but that's how you learn. Don't make the mistake of making your kids hate you. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. That is so fucking awesome. I'm super grateful. It's really cool. It's just 10,000 people is insane. It is, and I'm very, very grateful. I definitely will play a game soon. But I wanted to do this because I think it's fun to make fun of these people and to talk about it, you know? Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you did. Comment if you did. You know, if you disagree with me, if you want to add on to it, feel free. And always be nice, you know? I can't take it if you're mean. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Oh, I just scared you. What if I knocked you out? What was that punch?